everyone, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Hello, Astrid. Welcome to Strem. Do I have the sound? I should have sound. Let me check OBS real quick. Okay, OBS. Yeah. Yeah, I've had that where I was like, why can't I hear anything? Oh, my laptop's muted. Or, oh, I have the browser muted. Anyway, last time we ventured into the Underdark, met up with the Myconid colony, killed a spectator, and single-handedly liberated a bunch of fishes from a cult by pissing off the cult leader and forcing us to murder every single one of them. But at least they're on the cult now, right? We did good, right? Um, Totally not murder hobos. But now we're heading towards an abandoned wizard tower. Um, then we will sweep up north. That's in 30 seconds. All right. And see if we can learn more about this adamantine forge. Go ahead and let the ads go through because I'm going to need to buff everybody. So. Alright, I think it's in this one. Alright, elixir bloodlust. My potions, heart of stone. Okay.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Shadow heart. Get your poison resistance. And your extra spell slot. Karlak. Get your poison resistance. And I think Mother's Losing was the bite attack. And if anyone, she's going to be able to use that the most, so. There we go. You can now bite people. And we'll give her Cloud Giant Strength. And then Gale.
Your taste.
I'll give Heart of Stone. And that.
All right, what now?
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
Oh, what you got there, Scratch?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me.
It's a
All I
potion
know
of
is I thought
healing.
of you when I saw it.
Who is a good boy? Alright, now that ads are done, we can head out. And now that we're here, Oh yeah.
Virtus excientia.
Long Strider.
Occhio. Procrea.
Alright, now that we're all completely buffed, let's head back up to the, well, for lack of a better term, surface. One thing that I've decided, um, after, like, after Baldur's Gate 3, I was always going back to Mass Effect. Because I wanted to do Carolina on Insanity. But I'm going to add even more mods. I'm adding stuff in Mass Effect 1, such as the Pinnacle Station DLC that was, suffering, was originally left out of the Legendary Edition because they lost the code. Well, modders found it and they put it back in.
Something's burrowed in there. Something big.
There's other things that I'm adding into Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 2, the big thing is going to be the early recruitment mod, which allows you, because originally you were able to recruit any companion whenever you wanted, in any order.
Half this drow's body
Um,
is crushed. Must have thought. Think I found something.
And the early recruitment allows for that. It also allows you to recruit Legion, not on the Reaper IFF, but on the Normandy crash site. So you could get them like immediately. Which allows you to, and they've had fully voiced dialogue with Legion, because again, you're before, or originally you're supposed to be able to have recruit people whenever. So they had Legion voice lines, not in the final game, but you know, in the source code for
Take a closer look.
almost every mission. So you can take him to places you normally wouldn't be able to go. And then for Mass Effect 3, there's these things called retrofits, where it gives the enemy factions
Hiding in plain sight.
well, multiplayer exclusive enemy types. So like Cerberus would get Dragoons. Hi Sly, welcome to stream. The Reapers would get their ultra class enemies. They'd also bring in the collectors, so I'd be able to fight scions and stuff. Yeah, I'm up in the difficulty, and we're gonna be doing this on Insanity. Also, there's gonna be two main story mods that I'm adding in. The Happy Ending mod, which basically says, oh yeah, the four endings that BioWare came up with, yeah, we're gonna throw those out, and we're gonna tie in the happy ending to the dark energy, the dark matter storyline that they killed in Mass Effect 2, and we're gonna make it where, you know, the Crucible doesn't give you a color filtered ending. And then the companion mod for that would be the Citadel Epilogue mod, where the Citadel DLC would be after priority Earth as the final send-off. So that's the plan with Mass Effect
Down here.
going forward. But that's going to be a while because we're still in Act 1 of Baldur's Gate. Gale, what? Can he not fly? Apparently not. Alright. Well, you can just stay there for now.
No one back home will ever believe this.
But this is the entrance to the Underdark from Auntie Ethel's workshop. If we made a deal with Auntie Ethel, we'd probably be able to come down through here and get into the Underdark this way. But we kind of murder hoboed her, so we had to go through the Goblin Camp area. Now I'm actually gonna have
Scorched ground. Better watch out.
Gale go first. Because Gale has lightning stuff. Okay, he doesn't have the lightning burst that I thought he did. Fine, great.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
I should have
My
picked
face
Shadowheart.
protects me. Got to press on.
Because Shadowheart has the Sparks Bolt. And not nearly. Okay. Does she have Misty Step? Yeah, she does.
Don't be shy. La la la. At least things have stayed interesting. With haste.
Can I shoot it? Okay. Okay.
No time to dally. I'll take this way.
Alright. The turrets are shut down. That's good.
Don't give me trouble now.
Skybreaker, that could be useful for later. Bronze ingot. Yoink. Bronze ingot. Bronze ingot. Letter to Year. Dearest Year, I don't know if you're coming back, but if you even read this message. But if you do come back, could you wait for me? I'll only be gone for a few 10 days. But the thought of coming back to this empty tower with nothing but Bernard to fill these halls. I don't know how much longer I can take this. I miss you. I miss you so much. I can't shake the thought of how different things might have been if only I'd been less stubborn. Working on your lightning inventions, my magic, eating together, laughing at your stupid puns, waking up next to you. Despite everything, I still love you. So please, if you read this, can you wait? I'll be back. I won't be long. Forever yours, Lenore. A few sentences are penned below in a different hand. I waited. I waited until Tarshak. I'll always wait for you. But you didn't come. I heard nothing but Bernard. Halls! Halls! God damn it, Sly. I need a bonk stick. Hi, Floof. Welcome to Strap. Alright. Whee. Alright, well, it looks like those guys are stuck.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Well, they're not stuck, they're just gonna get hurt. Ow.
Don't burn yourself.
Shadowheart, why'd you do that?
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Oh.
A long way from Waterdeep.
There you go.
I've got a long road ahead.
Oh yeah,
I could go for a good meal.
what you could go for is some good old-fashioned medicine.
My faith will guide me.
There you go.
Still alive, so that's progress. That's curious.
I wonder what the next move is.
Next move is for you to jump. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Ow.
Wanna dance?
Why is it that they can jump up, but they can't jump down?
Salutations.
You're fine.
There's no time to waste.
You wouldn't have hurt so much, Shadowheart, if you didn't jump back up.
The air is ripe with magic.
Hey, Raz. You realize you probably had a scroll of feather fall on you, right?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more
Shut up.
interesting times.
Just chasm.
These flowers. What is this feeling?
I don't know. I'm picking it up. So, Gale and Shadowheart probably aren't feeling too well. Carolina's like, yeah, this is weird. Meanwhile, Carla's like, oh, that's a pretty flower. I wonder what's wrong with Gale and Shadowheart. Yeah, oh well. Because, you know, anti-magic field. There's my scrolls. Potion. Oh no, a locked door. Anyway, you were saying? Chasm Creeper. Swarming Toadstool. Sylvan Stone. Bullywug. Trumpet. Azulite. Okay. Make a lot of elixirs. Okay.
That might be worth a look.
Misses of Candlekeep. A selection of the most notable letters from Candlekeep. Many are dry reports of celestial movements or incomprehensible details of arcane rituals. However, this letter catches your eye. To the sage Elminster. Over the past year, I've delivered many of your letters to Master Gorian, so I wanted to be the one to deliver this sad news. Alas, he is with us no more. Gorian and his ward left Candlekeep soon after your last letter to him arrived. They departed in the middle of the night, but were waylaid shortly after on the road to Baragost. The gate warden tells me that Gorion saw to it that several of his attackers joined him in the next world before he was struck down. I hope this brings you the same grim comfort it brings me. Of his ward, there is no sign. In some better news, I received your letter to the library and was able to find much of the material you requested. It has been carefully secured and will travel with this letter. Yours in honor, Tristan P. Shale, librarian at Candlekeep. P.S. I hope you'll forgive my curiosity, but I might I ask, why do you need so much information about Bullspawn? What exactly are you working on? So apparently, if I recall right, the Baldur's Gate 1 player character was the Ward, right? Apparently he's MIA. The anti-magic properties of the Susur Tree flowers. 1 and 2, yes. Okay. By L. D. Hurst. For those knowing about Susur trees and the magical properties have always been a topic of debate. Not only their ability to create an anti-magic aura, which is complete enough that even those unattuned to the weave can feel its effect, but also, and most interestingly to those in the living world above, the way its roots and bark and flowers can be harnessed to make magic items. Rumors of such items are rare, but spread in the settlements bordering the Underdark. Their existence, however, has never been confirmed by any of our clerics, nor by any other reputable scholars. I hypothesize that these items are no mere legends, and indeed, in this treatise, I will endeavor to explain how I myself have created items that have anti-magic properties, and that use the magical absorption of Susur Tree flowers as a power source. Lines have been drawn on the following pages, as if the author intended to fill them with writing, but the remainder of this thin book is blank. Well, okay, yeah, I'm not sorting through all that. Alright, all the turrets are shut off. All the mechanisms are back online. Cool. So what do these withered blue petals do for me? There's junk. Yeah, there's junk. Okay. Okay. Gotta organize the thing now. Because apparently we can't do stacking anymore. Which is stupid. Lessons for sensible living. This forward to the forward to this brief account of Zariel's fall captures the tone of this entire text. Greetings, sensible folk. I can detect grumbling and the agitated rattle of pipe stem against teeth. A lesson dedicated to an Archduke of Avernus. Has Harrington taken leave of his sentence? Quiet your complaints, I assure you I have not. It is true that these cosmic occurrences are often insensible by their very nature, but the tale of Zariel strikes close to home. In her downfall, you will be reminded of those haughty, do-gooding neighbors and acquaintances who rightfully arouse your suspicions. One moment they are suggesting that you grow turnips rather than potatoes on that fallow patch, and the next they have their kitchen knife strapped to their belt and are suggesting you explore the abandoned crypt behind the Giles farm. In short, Zariel was a celestial being that was tasked with the monitoring of the ebb and flow of the Blood Wall, which was more in volume 21, matters of little importance to the sensible folk. Observing was not righteous enough for Zariel, though, and she took it upon herself to become directly involved. Like the oaf who sees two fellows fighting over a spilled tankard of ale and, rather than applauding their efforts, cracks their skulls together and causes a tavern-wide brawl. She invaded Avernus and was defeated, and now rules there corrupt and wicked. What can sensible folk learn from this foolish take? It is obvious. Do not strive to correct what cannot be corrected. Look not to distant lands and conflicts, but to your fields, your family, and your friends. There is nothing but misery to be gained from interfering with the hardships of others. Harrington Netherland. So what I'm gathering is that Zariel was the head of an HOA and couldn't stand the fact that her neighbors' decoration or yard decorations were lowering her property value, and therefore that's what got her sent to hell. That's what I'm getting from this. And for those of you who don't know what an HOA is, that's a homeowners association, aka little tiny evil things that basically control what you can and can't do in a neighborhood. Alright.
Yes?
Gonna unequip that. And we're going to equip that. There we go.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Explore some. I think I can make another get another elixir recipe from this place. Alright. Onward and upward.
Wizard's Tower is his sanctum. Private place for research and respite. But as this wizard's not home, I say we take a peek.
I mean, I wasn't looking for your permission, Gale, but now that you've given it to me, I feel a lot better. You mean you weren't asking permission? I'm a rogue. My subclass is thief. This threadbare book looks like it once contained a play, but most of it is lost to time, vermin, and an unfortunate ink spill. Only two full sentences are distinguishable. How can I trust? How will I ever know? How can I show myself my darkest me?
Seems like the owner was quite the literary type.
God damn it, Gale. Traveler's chest. That must be upstairs. Okay. Oh, that's out this door. Nothing. Alright, well, time to go up. To the main floor, I believe. Yep, there's the shutdown turrets. Push healing, push floors faulting. Broken machinery. Push healing. Elixir of lightning resistance. Toolkit. More broken machinery. There we go. Lightning. Dusty Book. The beginning of this book probably declares it to be a play by Dame Inia, followed by an extensive introduction and 23 pages of notes on the text. Though the book itself seemed barely touched, one stanza is encircled twice. There's a light in every living thing. It's crawling towards the surface to survive, and in its wake it tramples everything. We'll kill the rest so the one can thrive.
Radiate from that chest.
Chest to the mundane. No fork.
Did that just transform?
Scroll protection from evil and good. Cup. Mistress Grace. Gives you feather fall. Mage armor. Plate becomes gold ingot. And this ladle becomes a hearthlight bomb. Okay. Oh, there's a scroll there. Scroll of mage armor. And this must be the front door. Yep. Well, onward, upward. This must be the living quarters. I'll take the portrait of the pirate there. Gold. Mage's friend. Arcana and religion +1. Okay. Gold. That. What's my other ring? Crusher's ring. Movement speed. And then let's do this one.
What's next, I wonder?
Alright, you get Crusher's ring.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Button!
Strange place for a button, especially one that doesn't work.
Delete that.
Where to next?
Disorders of the nerves and the mind. There came to me a woman, who I shall henceforth call Awe, who greatly distraught at the unusual tempers of her husband, whom I shall henceforth call B. 3 months prior, he'd suffered night sweats, crying out from sleep that he bore the mark of chaos. 2 months prior, he'd taken calling himself by the name Saravok. 1 month ago, he'd speak of little else but the throne for which he's destined. I attended to be at the couple's farmhouse. He sat calmly at the table, an unknown book clutched to his chest. I detected no curse, no loathsome spirit upon him, nor the presence of magic. Yet upon the shining light of the candle flame upon him, he raised the book high and exclaimed, "The deaths they shall bring shall awaken the Father, and through him he will rise." I snatched the book from his hand and flung it into the hearth, where it burned not in red or yellow flame, but pure black. It left but a single scrap, reading, "He foresaw his coming death, and seeded his essence across the land." B shivered and sighed, as if waking from a nightmare. He had no memory of the book, nor the words he had spoken. Diagnosis: unspecified neurotic enthrallment. Treatment: herbal tincture of garlic and drace. Sipped thrice daily until exhaustion lifts. This book is packed full of tales of adventure. The monsters are ferocious. The men are muscled, the women are buxom, and the clothing is easily torn. For both of them. Something is cleft in twain on every other page, although you do find a passage that's a little less bloody. The woman's eyes were dusky, filled with mystery and promise. Baldur was intrigued. "Anything?" he asked. "Anything," she said. "Just name it, and it can be yours." "And what do you want in return?" "Oh, just a small thing," she smiled. Baldur laughed. Nothing about him was small. "I want your soul, Baldur," she sighed. Give me your spirit, and whatever you desire shall be yours. Baldur considered this for a moment. Very well, I want a turnip. She hesitated. Your soul in exchange for a turnip? A nice turnip, nodded Baldur. Very well. Dark smoke swirled around the woman, whose skin was turning red. Then you shall... The next couple pages have been torn out. When the story resumes, the woman, now fully revealed as a devil, is kneeling at Baldur's feet. Curse you, Baldurin! I am bound to you, yours to call upon you when you need me, and your soul is your own once more. Let that be a lesson to you, laughed Baldur. Never underestimate the power of a turnip. And then scroll to speak with that. Magic of the Weave. Few try to understand the Weave, a true pity, for only they who are truly attuned to the Weave can rightly call themselves spellcasters. I know, right, Sly? Like, how the hell did turnips do that? Thus comes the question. What is the Weave? It is an essential element of the universe. It runs through everything in unseen threads. It is what makes magic possible. It is also, though I will not go into further detail here, the goddess Mystra herself. See Magic of the Weave, Mystra, and the Spell Plague. The Weave isn't magic, precisely. Rather, it is the raw material from which magic is woven. Not entirely unlike how a collection of threads is shaped and formed into a garment. Those with the necessary talent and skill can manipulate the weave and perform magic by casting spells. Developing this skill takes years of learning and constant practice. You might have heard those who can cast spells because they were born with an innate connection with the weave, commonly called sorcerers. Or worse, because they struck a bargain with an otherworldly creature, known as warlocks. Do not be deceived, their magic is unpredictable and uncontrolled, and in some cases not even rightfully theirs. No, to truly know and manipulate the weave is an art. But those wizards who master it will know the limitless power and the beauty the weave provides. Notice how he completely avoided talking about clerics, who get their magic from the divine. Apparently, he didn't want to piss off the gods themselves. Also, rangers and druids get their magic from a divine source as well. Nature. The Roads to Darkness. The Roads to Darkness, an epic tragedy about power, corruption, and loneliness. Prologue. A lonely road, thunder and lightning, into Soreth. New sounds through damp and dark oppression break. Is it the foe, that foul contemptuous heel? Or art thou friend, a rescue from my lonely wake? Come out of love for me, not for love of blood and steel. Enter Raisia. How would I know? How would I know, Soreth? It's been so long. What do I know of you, and you of me? Wait. Do you hear that sound? Enter Amphius. What's this? Those figures so familiar both. But still you seem so strange. It's Amphius. Dear Amphius, what happened to your face? It's pale as death. Your eyes are black as char. And you, I saw your teeth. They're sharp as blades. And what is with this road, so slick with blood? What happened here? To all of us. Exeunt. End prologue. Act 1, 10 years prior. The rest of the play tells the tale of three elven friends, their paths to power, and how, corrupted, mad, and lonely, they killed each other. Oh, that's a wonderful play. Times Memoirs. My life has taken a long succession of pleasures. To see my town take to my ideas and cease legal discrimination of the local orcs. To see my fights against horrid living conditions in city factories take off. And to have the chance to see a new generation take to the ideas of a better, kinder, fairer, intelligent world and run with it to new reaches of the continent. It was not a life without struggle, however, and I shall regret its failures. My old friend Swelto comes to mind, who adopted such cruel ideologies later in life. I will forever console myself in the idea that such a brilliant mind would only conceive such theories under the strain of exile and the promise of reinstatement, as she ultimately was. This book comprises several chapters, one for each cited source. It claims to contain first-hand transcriptions of the oral histories of several storytellers throughout the realm. Chapter 4, Baldur the Swift, 700 years of age, wood elf storyteller hailing from the wood of Shropteeth. It took me several 10 days of quiet habitation in the wood before the venerable Baldur felt comfortable revealing his presence to me. The longer I stayed, demonstrating I was no threat to his health and peace, the more open he was to gentle inquiry. This tale, relayed to me on a chilly morning as we stoked a small fire between us, was like none I had ever heard before or since. I asked if it were fiction, and he insisted emphatically it was true as his own right eye. Long ago, before my eyes and ears, before your lonesome quill, dear scribe, there was an empire of people, or perhaps only belief. An empire of brain-eaters, soul-wasters. They called themselves Illithids, the flayers of minds. The children of Gith were bowed, bent in service to the flayers, a passionate people, made to serve a cold belief. The flayers were untouchable, their minds a great oppressor. No proud will or passion could break Gith's children free. Until at last a reckoning, its source unknown, its power unproven, but its events history-making. The cowed would not be the cowed would not be cracked. Gith's children fought back valiantly, their freedom theirs, the flayers bent and broken, till today.
The disc is formed from slate and engraved with Githyanki writing. You examine them closely, but can't make much sense of them. Without a cipher or primer to aid you, the disc's message could be near impossible to discern. You should take the disc to Lae'zel. She might know more about it.
Are these Githyanki markings? Lae'zel might know.
The careful art of Tirsu ciphers. An engraved disc of Githyanki origin, containing a complex cipher that can decrypt ancient Gith dialects. A useful discovery, if one should encounter such archaic writings. The writing on this torn-out strip of paper is shaky and blotted with tears, making it barely legible. The silence stretches on. I'm all alone. Please, can I hold your hands for just a while? To the gray. From Barakura we made our stand, meant to rule but led astray. By the wicked tentacle and wicked hand, this world belongs to the gray. Orendal stole all we had, yet taught the weapons by which to slay. Forge your minds to ironclad, this world belongs to the gray. The exile freed us with his command to conquer what was taken away. Crush every monument to finest sand, this world belongs to the gray. Trade your heart for steel intent, for with whip and mind we flay. Let them all, or let them all hear of our descent. The world is nothing but gray. Dearest Lenore, I'm not sure how I should say this, but your last letter really worried me. Why in all hells would you tame a bullet? Just because you found it near Myrna's grave doesn't mean that's a sign. I'm worried. I'm really worried about you, Lenore. A bullet is not a pet. Using it as a guardian is one thing, but you sound quite taken by it. I know you don't want to come back before you finish your research, but if you are feeling lonely, you know my door is always open. Lots of love and hugs, Amaranth. P.S. It really warms my heart to hear that you put the autumn crocus flowers on Muna's grave. I remember she'd like to roll around in them, even though she'd always sneeze after. She was such a soft and loyal dog. I wish there was more that I could do. Alright. I have those. Wooden chest. Gold. Ice arrow. Let me organize my pack here. Send that to camp. Send that to camp. There we go. Okay. Well, time to go up.
New sounds to the damp and dark oppression break. Is it the foe? Her foul, contemptuous heel?
You know these words. They are from the opening stanza of a play you found in this very tower.
Or art thou, friend, a rescue from my lonely wake?
Come out of love for me, not love for blood and steel. Command as you see fit, my lord, my liege.
Don't get me wrong. I love poetry as much as the next wizard, but using it to command an automaton seems a bit self-indulgent to me.
Silence stretches on. I'm all alone. Please, can I hold your hands just for a while?
Of course, my love. Don't be afraid, sweet girl. What can I do? Would you like a hug?
Sure.
Come here for just a moment. Let it out.
His arms are too tight and too low for a comfortable hug. as if he's meant to be embracing someone slightly shorter.
Remember, you are lovely little squash. You're doing great. And everyone will be so proud of you. As I already am.
Okay. Well, let's see here. Stool of Hill Giant Strength.
As much as I enjoy a sit down, a strengthening bludgeon is more useful.
This paper is torn and patched in many places, as if it was well used but treasured. On it is a small poem without a name. These sheets are all that's left of you, the last of all the thoughtless gifts you gave. I will hold on to them. That's all I can do. I can't throw them away. I've never been that brave. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, let's get our next guy that's good at seeing things.
I had another visit from that dream figure. I take it you did too. It claims that if we infiltrate the heart of the cult that's giving out these parasites, we'll find the answers we're looking for. It gave me another gift, too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. Rather generous, if you ask me.
Well, to infiltrate the cult, we have to be discreet. The tadpole can help us with that.
And if that fails, then there's always killing them quietly. Now, was there anything else?
Yeah, I'm apparently blind and I need somebody to see a hidden thing.
Perhaps if you lost a follower or two, I prefer to travel in... Well, in that case... Goblins are such vile little parasites.
Given your own nature, are you really the one to judge?
God damn it, you're a failure, Astarion.
Looking ahead.
Another dream. Another order from that dubious visitor. It announced that we will find the answers we seek in the absolute cultist's lair, and offered another generous gift. A persuasive creature. It tempts us with power, expresses its admiration, its adoration. Avert your eyes whenever it appears, and do not avail yourself of this new power, no matter how alluring. You've no idea what
She
damage it
says
could do
to Carolina,
us, how far
who's
into
already
wicked madness
eaten
it
like
could drag us.
10 of those popcorn worms. I think the dream figure is right. Follow the cultists will follow the source of our tadpoles.
Yes. The one truth that fell out of its cankered lips. There will come a battle, but it will be one with swords, not mind games born of brainworms.
Dreams linger in my memory. Do you think the strange figure will come back?
It is a certainty. I had assumed our parasites served a Geich elder, but I believe they serve a greater master still.
Greater master, who or what could that be?
A question that burns in my belly day and night. Elders and collectives abide by their own tenets. It would require a powerful creed to unite them. And now this voice, this creed, finds our own ears. If it reaches this plane, it may reach others.
Hey, about... I got a
Disc appears in
disc.
the mind's eye. Lae'zel sees it too, and considers the vision.
Tirsu markings. Ancient. I recognize them, but I can't make sense. No. Wait. The texts are enciphered, but I've solved the pattern. It's a story. About Orpheus.
Your head buzzes in concert with Lae'zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
Tirsi said, what does that mean?
Githyanki writing. Every word a wheel. Every letter a spoke. The most powerful texts are engraved in slate. Some so ancient, only the most erudite Gish can read them.
Who's Orpheus?
A traitor. A dead one. This text is heresy. I can hardly bear to read it, let alone speak it.
I'm your commander. You'll bear it just fine. Tell me what it says.
Very well. I will read it to you. The Prince of the Comet, Part 1. So it was that we were free from Geich shackles and turned our blades on each other. The heavens were shattered, and one great empire was divided in two. Gith traveled to the Hells to broker help for her people, her cause. Vlaakith would have you believe Mother Gith proclaimed her our queen. Lies. Gith made no such proclamation. Vlaakith seized the empire against the Mother's wishes. But Gith had nurtured a son, Orpheus, Prince of the Comet, the true heir. He knew Vlaakith's treachery. Orpheus rallied Gith's honor guard and declared the throne for himself. The War of the Comet had begun. Disregard this drivel. Gith declared Vlaakith queen of the Empire, and her own son defied her. Orpheus would have ceded control to the Geich.
And if it's true, sounds like Vlaakith betrayed Gith and seized the throne.
She did nothing of the sort. Thank your good fortunes I'm a tolerant woman, or I'd have sliced off a few toes for suggesting it.
Not before I filled your skull with some slugs first. Remember, I have a higher initiative than you.
You're full up. Dismiss someone first.
You can take Asterian's place. He's a failure. He
Our
can't see
victory is
shit.
most certain.
Yeah, due to that exchange there, I am kind of shocked that they didn't have Lae'zel be a paladin of Vlaakith. And she's a fighter instead. Initially. I mean, you can always respec her, and I did into a paladin, but she's basically a paladin. Don't tell me you already... God damn it, Lae'zel! Well, I got one other companion. Alright, Will.
another, it gave me a tadpole gift too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. I suppose it hoped this would help. At first, I thought we should avoid these gifts no matter what advantage we gain. And yet, I can't help recall the words of my father. The best plan is the one that works. These powers could be enough to edge us towards victory.
We need these powers to infiltrate the cult. This is the plan that works.
Very well. If it's mind games these parasites wish to play, we'll play. And we'll win.
Alright, join me.
I'm up for the challenge.
I need your
You've just got to make a little
eyes.
Let's make this happen.
Don't fail me.
A hero at heart.
God! Fucking damn it!
Never a dull moment.
Well, there's a switch here that all my companions failed to see. There's only one option I've got left. Scratch. Come on.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Oh my god. Well, what we could do is just long rest, and we'll see if that does anything.
Even offer me greater. Given the magnitude of what we're up against, I see no harm in considering the benefit this offer might afford us.
We must
Could be
use
the only
every
way to
means
reach
that are
this
disposable,
source in one piece.
even unsavory ones. Come join me. There's plenty of entropy ahead.
Though somewhat wonderful.
This place. All right, long rest. We'll try again in the morning.
You carry a Githyanki relic. I will have an explanation. Or your head.
Walk away. Now. I won't warn you again.
Relic? This is about that artifact, isn't it?
That artifact is an heirloom of my people. Likely she spilled Githyanki blood in order to steal it. This cannot stand.
Heirloom? Plunder from some conquered realm, more like. This artifact is the only thing keeping us from becoming slaves to our parasites. Be glad I have it. Shadowheart's got a point. The artifact is protecting it. We need it with us. You hear that, Lae'zel? It's called common sense.
Tisk. You seek reason in dishonor.
Rest, both of you. Tempers will be cooler in the morning.
I doubt this one's wits will be any sharper by then.
I do not wish to spill blood here. Come daylight, we will find a place to end this.
Fine. You can accept you're wrong, or we'll be rid of you permanently. Either way, I win.
Oh, this is gonna go well.
You had every chance to look the other way. But here we are. You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward.
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned.
Shadowheart, stop. You don't have to do this. Luckily, I have proficiency in persuasion, even though my charisma is shit.
She's a liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
Cooperate, Lizelle, for your own sake.
Surrender. A disgusting notion.
You had better warm to that notion very rapidly, or your journey ends here. We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
What would you have? That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I believe the term is allies. Trust me, you don't have to like an ally. You just have to not try and kill them.
What we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance.
Are we good? We done?
Speak.
About your quarrel with Shadowheart.
It is over where I am concerned.
That's relief. We won't survive this if we don't stand together.
It is through conflict that we strengthen our bonds. Yet I do not recommend Shadowheart seek it again. The next resolution may not end in her favor.
You didn't realize the only reason why you're still alive is because I called off Shadowheart? Because I woke up in time to call off Shadowheart? No? Oh, okay.
Shah's blessings upon you.
Seemed intrigued when Halison mentioned the Dark Justiciars before.
Wouldn't you be in my place? If there's even the slightest chance that Shah worshippers remain within our reach, we should try and find them. Even if they're all long gone, and that seems quite likely from what we know, who knows what they may have left behind for us to use?
Are you saying there's
My
loot?
people are nothing if not resourceful.
Oh, we're definitely finding them.
As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a dark justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a dark justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
Well, she's a Sharan. What do you expect? Do you think she'll relent? Make you a Dark Justiciar?
I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate. Hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come.
Okay. So, every time Shadowheart talks about Shar and how much she wants to be, you know, the Dark Justiciar for Shar, I'm Shar's greatest cheerleader, she kind of lets slip that she's not really a Sharan. Or she's a very bad Sharan. Because she cares about animals. Sharans don't give a shit. She's hopeful. She cares about doing good. So, yeah. I don't understand. Why be so secret about such an ambition?
Dark Justiciars are hated by many, judged to be ruthless fanatics. Even the few who would accept a follower of Lady Shah would likely balk at a Justiciar in their midst. But there's a simpler answer to your question. I simply forgot about the desire I had until I saw some things that reminded me. Now, I can't get it out of my mind.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Thank you. I had a feeling you'd be understanding.
Okay. About Lae'zel.
We aren't dear friends now, if that's what you're asking. But I trust we can all sleep a little more soundly in camp now. Well, apart from you, of course.
Well, honestly surprised you didn't just leave.
And get murdered by a pack of goblins or gnolls instead. Lae'zel might be a reluctant ally, but she is good at killing. I'll point her in their direction.
There we go. Alright. Oh, we get a free long rest. Awesome. Alright. God damn it. Okay, fine. Well, looks like I can't finish this quest because none of my people can find that fucking switch. Alright, whatever. Because I doubt there's a spell that I have that can just reveal shit. Well, technically there is, but that's in the cheater scroll, and I already said I wasn't going to be using that. And that'd be true sight. But anyway. Alright. Time to buff up. Okay, so Gale, do that. Hearthstone. Carlac. Shadow Heart. Nope, not that one. That. Heart of Stone.
Let's move.
And me. Heart of Stone. Exert Bloodlust. Okay. Hi there, boy.
Want master back. He treats me good now. Doesn't kick me anymore.
Okay.
Seems the shrooms are letting in more people every day. You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name.
Can you describe him?
Bald, blue tunic, dumb as a stick.
Haven't seen him.
Right. Never mind.
Need some help finding him.
Knock yourself out. But don't come begging for coin if you find him. You try to ransom him to me, you'll find yourself skint and stuck with a fat old lout.
Who is he to you?
My useless husband. Sent him for an errand. It's no surprise he's made a mess of it.
Well, what do you got? Alright. So, crawl on mucus. Yeah. I will take that elixir of psychic resistance and radiant resistance. Caustic Band. That could go to Karlak. Herbalist gloves. The wearer heals poison creatures no longer. Amulet of restoration. We definitely want that. Corrosive flail. Eh. Take the autumn crocus. Balsam. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that anymore. Those. Divine Bone Shard. I'm gonna take that. Frost Tongues. Or Frost Elemental Tongue. Don't need that. Take the hook. Take the Night Orchid. Nothic Eye. Take those. Take the bombs. Alright. Now, because I was rather generous with you, you're going to be buying my shit. What? You don't have a choice in the matter. You are being rescued. Please do not resist. I know you can mark them as wares and sell them all at once, but if they can't buy all of them, you can't sell any of them. So I was like, might as well just manually do it. Alright.
Keeping the old turnip.
Fleshwalker, tongue talker. Far you've come. Reach into memory. Tell me of home.
Alright. If I do the Baldurian, it would be the banks of the Cheonthar. Green and fertile. If I do Wood Elf, be the forests of Faerun. Home lies there in the dappled light between the trees. But I also think I might do Ranger. I live at the edges. Wherever there's solitude, there's danger. But peace too. I think I'll do that one.
It reveals its own home in reply. A humid cove filled with decaying myconid corpses.
Dwergar destroyed my people. I am a sovereign with no circle. This circle does not welcome me. But I have heard the song. You mean to cleanse the Dwergar rot?
Yeah.
I mean to join you.
Okay. Join me, huh? Well, that depends. Can you make yourself useful?
In death, your foe becomes your ally. I will raise it. You may command it.
Okay, but can you raise a bloody puddle? Because some of my attacks tend to blow up my enemies. Alright.
Remain in the Underdark, and I will follow. We cleanse the rot together.
Yay, I get a pet mushroom. Huh. Wonder what's down there.
Sharp, deep,
These things drain away
and
one's
still
magic.
fresh.
Shouldn't
Some
linger
monster
here.
did this, marking its territory.
Mushrooms, huh? Well, what happens if I do that? That's gonna be dangerous. you won't cause the pepper bangs to go off. Well, I found Balin there. Okay. Now what's this? Just in case I accidentally eat it. A bag. Oh. Well. Moved it to the wrong spot. That's what happens when you got a window glare on your screen.
No one stopped me yet.
Alright.
Stop! Stop! Pippa Bang!
Pipper what? Speak plainly, won't you?
These mushrooms! Toxic! Scroll! Escape! My bag, please! I've dropped it somewhere!
Alright. Hold tight, I'll find your bag.
Thank you! Thank you!
Well, since you can walk around in it. Oh, there it is.
Best get going.
God! I can finally breathe. Ah, right. What were you saying?
What were you doing down here?
I was looking for Deneth. She'll be worried sick. I must
Well, now that the danger for that dude's passed, fuck these things. Sometimes you just want to watch the world burn. Glorious.
Something over there.
Gold, these tools, increase model. Lost candle, lost candle, lost candle.
Don't mind if I do.
Alright, well. Let's head back to Bone Cloaks. Tell her, hey, we found your husband. Alright, they're following, they're just taking their sweet time about it.
Look at that! Got my useless old man back. I suppose that's your doing. His hands are empty as a whole. We'll have to send him back out soon enough.
It's a miracle he survived. Or he survived. You should take him home.
Please, Balin's got a job to do. We can leave when he's done it.
Seems like there's no love lost between the two of you.
Love? Never heard of it. Balin's meek now, but he used to be a rotten old bastard. Treated me like an old shoe for 70 years. Losing his mind was the only good he ever did by me.
Alright, well, this is dangerous territory. You must be down here for a reason.
Collecting noble stock. Valuable mushroom. We've a shop in Baldur's Gate. The locals go mad for it.
What makes it so valuable?
Nearly nothing it can't cure. Blindness, poison, hair loss.
Well, if it could cure Balin's memory loss, it might bring back the abusiveness too. So we're just gonna keep that on the down low. Here you go.
To no surprise of mine, you're more competent than Balin. Go on then. Hand it over.
How much is it worth to you?
Loads. But I haven't got anything to offer for it. And I'm counting on the shroom for that. Give it or don't.
Why is Twitch connecting to chat? Please tell me I didn't lose a whole bunch of... Okay, I didn't. I think I'm going to quick save. I do want to eventually give it to her. But we are a rogue. So I'm gonna try persuading her. Not good enough. Give me something, or this noble stock disappears right before your eyes. With a natural 2.
Stop! Fine. Take this. Wedding ring from a pillock. It has to be worth something.
Alright. There you go.
I'd say it was a pleasure doing business. Except it wasn't. Off you go. Hubbub's died down.
Hey, I got that thing. Tarnish ring. Alright. Send you to camp. Let's send that to Karlak. That amulet restoration, we're going to send to Shadowheart. There we go. There we go. Alright. There we go. Well, now that we've done that, let's continue onward. Because Sousa bark we can get from here. And there should be another thing we can figure out about the whatchamacallit. The adamantine forge over there. Let's see here. Can I try blowing them off? No. Okay. Now that one I can. Bye-bye! Down you go. Shut up.
Under their noses.
Alright, Karlak. Or say the line, Bart. I would like to rage!
Creator, destroyer.
Misty Step.
My pleasure.
Now, let's try Shatter.
Can't afford to let up. On my way.
Call lightning. Movement. Okay, well, fine. There you go. Uh-oh. Oh, I have to be okay. Dash. You are a slow fuck. You know that, right? Ow.
Hells, we're attracting too much attention.
Fine. Bullet formula. Die.
Need to find a way forward. On my word.
Hmm.
One, two.
Yep.
Over there.
Yep.
Battle of wits.
All right. kill you. So... let's do Sunbeam. Damn it. Okay. Not what I wanted.
What should I do? Have to keep going.
Okay, we'll activate Call Lightning. Come on, you fat fuck. That's not disturbing at all. Splitting shot. Fatal barrage. How are you not dead? Fine. There we go. Pick up the Sousa
I've
bark.
got the plans and the Sousa bark. Now I need somewhere to craft it all. The forge at the blacksmith's house should do.
Half-eaten gnome. Lovely. Philero the Forgotten. Spell Sleep, Mirror Image, Ice Crystal, Featherfall, Simplero, Quarterstaff. Scribbled Notes. Scattered notes scrawled by a chaotic hand. Protector. Guardian of the Adamantine Forge. From magma rose, only in magma destroyed. Hot hammer! Hot hammer! Where? A small map is drawn underneath, marked by numerous X's. The following words are scratched beneath it. Dahorn knows.
Something's guarding that forge. And it's weak to this hot hammer.
An unfinished conjuration scroll marred by teeth marks and dried slobber. A few words emerge from the muddle. Skaren Ixen Svelg. Magma. 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 Magma.
Always room for more.
Just gonna steal all of his food. Taters, precious. it's a grave.
That might be worth a look.
I'm not digging up the grave. This is by the grave. Completely different.
The rock under your feet juts upwards, forming a perfectly engraved tombstone with a small epitaph. In memory of Myrna, a shining light in this dark world, may you forever gaze upon the lake you loved to play in.
Put a bundle of autumn crocus next to the tombstone.
The wind softly rustles the flower petals. Somehow, the grave feels whole again.
There, I give the dog her flowers. Rest in peace, pupper. Alright. Let's go ahead and head to camp. Gonna end the day, and we'll probably end the stream here. Although I do want to organize my inventory a little bit. Oh wait, wrong one. There we go. All right. Okay, and the day doesn't look like anybody needs to talk to us, so long rest. Oh hey, it's the owlbear cup.
Food, hungry.
I've got food. Would you like it?
Want bite?
Well, go on. Go ahead, eat it. Who's a good boy?
Eat more.
Careful. Once that thing's eaten through the camp, it might start looking at you hungrily.
No. Run.
Damn it, Shadowheart.
Chasing after it, if that's what you're thinking.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and call the stream here. Because I've got chores to do. I might do a bonus stream tonight to kind of make up for some of the streams that we missed earlier in the week. And I should have next week's schedule up by the end of day. All right. So tomorrow we'll be with Final Fantasy IX. Wednesday will be Horizon Zero Dawn and Monster Hunter Wilds. Floof and I are going to be going after the new Elder Dragon mission that will end in fighting Gog Mazios. Then Thursday we will continue with the Joint Assault showcase, where we're gonna continue finishing up the European aircraft, and we'll start going through the Russian aircraft. God damn it. Why did it stop playing? This was Ale, wasn't it? Friday, Dragon Age Awakening and Batman Arkham Knight. Next Saturday will be The Witcher 3. And next week in Baldur's Gate, we're going to cleanse the rots of the Dwergar, make our Susurbark weapon, and then head to the Grimforge, the ancient Sharan temple in the Underdark. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope you had fun. And I will see you guys possibly tonight, but definitely tomorrow. Have a good weekend, everybody.